How you doing, AJ? I appreciate you taking some time to talk to me today, man.
Yeah, all good, man.
So I wanted to kind of just be able to interview you a little bit so people can kind of know more about what we're doing here and everything that I do as an agent and what I'm able to provide to people and the value I'm able to provide to people. I know that you're one of my most valuable clients that I've had so far, and we
Yeah.
have other ventures outside of that. But so if you don't mind me telling people, how we kind of got back into. I mean, we've known each other for a while, but how we connected again and kind of started literally talking on a weekly basis now.
Well, okay, so let's see. Start off actually from the gym,
Yeah,
through who was it? Armando,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that in yeah, that was like years back. And then I think that was probably when I was like 17, 18, probably like 9, no, 20, 21. And then I mean, we just used to just say what's up to each other, and then all of a sudden I seen you at Wells Fargo. I was like, hey, I was like,
Yeah.
what here? And then from there we just started talking and stuff. And then you wanted to get into real estate, and you're talking about how you want to quit Wells Fargo. And then started asking me questions about real estate, down payments and how to invest and stuff like that. And I think that's how we got really cool. We got really close on that. And yeah, from there, I mean, kept hitting up my phone, asking me advice.
Basically, I was like, hey, I'm
You
like, I'm
know?
going to buy a house. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, man, that's
but you're doing good, man. I mean, you're making moves, man. So I'm proud of you on that. And then from there, man, I mean, you've been helping me out with my marketing. That's been a huge plus. Occupancy definitely went up with that. So I mean, um, yeah,
I'm glad that we
that's,
were definitely able to help you out with that stuff, bro. Because I know that was
uh-huh.
huge for you. I know that was huge for you.
Oh, that was huge, man. I'm
And
bringing jump to like 60. Well, I was at like in the 60%. I jumped into 80s in like 2 months, man. I mean, that was, I didn't know what Google could do, until you showed me on that. So that's honestly been a
yeah,
plus on
yeah.
that.
No,
Sure,
I
man.
appreciate it. And I think then the cool thing obviously was, um, after we got started with the marketing, I remember reaching out to you and was like, dude, now that you're making more money, you know anybody that needs to save some more money? You're like, I
Yeah.
need to save money. You're like, I need to save money.
Yeah, so we had that I mean, and honestly, man, I still got those ads going, man. So it's been doing great, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, killing competition, man. So we've been doing good on that.
Nah, I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. So,
Yeah.
and then I know I eventually ended up connecting with you and kind of telling you more about what I did outside of the Google world, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, the marketing. But I kind of got that kind of automated now, and I know that at the time I also brought up the finance stuff, right?
Yeah.
And how I can help you save some money on taxes, right? So, can you tell me like a little bit more about how that situation went and how you feel about how everything went, how what we did for you?
Yeah, I mean, at first I was hesitant because honestly, it was hard to believe on the whole tax saving strategies you're telling me about, and how you can borrow against your policy too. And you're right. It is a loophole in the system where you don't have to pay so much taxes. And you're right on that. And I mean, you get the benefits of saying taxes, and at the same time, you get the access to the cash value, right? And then on top of that, you get the death benefit too. I mean, so you're winning like three ways, and really opened my eyes on that. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna continue opening more.
Yeah, man. So I remember when I met you, I told you that, and you're like, bro, is that legal? Bro, is that legal? I
I
was
think I went back and forth with you for a good probably like a good probably like I don't know like 10 times, dude, 10, 15 times just to call you up. Hey, man. But then you're always there to answer my questions. Like, dude,
yeah,
it's, and honestly, even if you didn't know, you're like, dude, I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Let me get back to you. And you got back to me. So I mean, honestly, you've been great, man. You've been honest up front, and I mean, like you even told me in the beginning, like, with the whole real estate stuff, you asked me questions, like, bro, I trust you. And the same thing with you, with the marketing. I was hesitant too, but then, dude, as I promise you, like, I won't say anything wrong, and it worked. And then I was like, all right, if he's saying that's work, then let me see what's up with this whole policy thing, and it's been great, man.
yeah, for sure, man. No, I know, and it's a loophole that a lot of people don't know. I didn't even know, in the beginning until I learned it. I was shocked you could do what you're able to do, when I first happened to me. So
Mhm.
It's insane, right? I mean, this is something that's actually going to be changing soon. That's why, we push for people to do it, because eventually they're going to lower the interest rates. They're trying to tax people on realized gains nowadays. So
I think what's Biden trying to do? He's trying to do that 1 mil cap
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
20.
yeah.
The laws are strict.
Yeah, so I mean, it's anybody that gets in before they do all that stuff. It's great, but I know that we went on the through your what your net worth was, your money, your finances every single year and stuff like that. And we don't need to mention any of that stuff, but
Yeah.
about I know that the one thing we did mention was when I talked in the beginning, you were shocked that I told you. I was like, yeah, bro, you can do $20,000 a month, put that into and save that every single month on taxes.
Yeah.
You're gonna save $240,000. And it's funny because I had already answered all your questions, and AJ still was like, nah, bro.
Nah,
There's no
dude.
way.
I don't believe that.
There's no believe that. And then but yeah, we showed it to you, right? And you saw that really.
The scenario of it. Yeah. You guys did the
Yeah.
graph. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And then we were like, actually, this is small. We can actually even do more later if you want.
yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, man. So if you don't mind telling people, about how much we end up doing every month, and then your plans on what you plan on doing with us in the future.
Okay. I mean, so right now, I guess right now what I got going on is 10K a month, dumping in 10K a month, and then from there, as I'm saving money on taxes at the same time, I'm gonna have access to it later on as the cash value, and I'm just gonna take that money and reinvest. So I had like a call coming in. I'm gonna reinvest it, but at the same time, as my network grows more cash flow comes in, I'm just gonna open more of the policies, and I'm just gonna rotate the money so I don't have to pay taxes on it.
Yeah, and I know one thing we also mentioned was you can do this for your employees as well, and you can write that up for your employees. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's something we plan on doing now, since technically you and your brother are employees of the company, right?
yeah. Definitely gotta. Yeah, we gotta connect back on that too for sure on that one.
So
But no, it's going great, man, and honestly, I appreciate it. And definitely I didn't know about the loophole, so.
yeah,
But
no, it's a lot more loopholes out there, bro. That luckily I'm able to help and provide to people, and a lot of people, they might watch this and they say, "Oh shoot, 10 G's, man, that's a lot of money. I don't have 10 G's," but it's like you can do this for a little as like $150 or whatever a month, dude, and you can,
whatever, yeah.
yeah. It's the point is to get started, and I hope that if someone sees this, they will get started. Even if it's not with me, that's fine. But at least you can do something.
Yeah, exactly.
So and the last question I had was, what would you say, like, for anyone that's hesitant about working with me, or wanting to connect with me, or anything like that regarding finances?
You said what was I hesitant about?
Yeah, if they're hesitant about working with me, or if they.
Honestly, what I would say, I was hesitant about the product. I was hesitant about the product because I was like, it's too good to be true. But then I'm telling you, like, we have that good mutual trust and respect for each other. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I know Kev, he ain't gonna ruin a friendship over something like that. So I was like, let me give it a shot. And then especially when you told me, like, dude, like, I promise you, AJ, like no cap, nothing. I'm telling you the truth. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, you know what? Let me give it a shot. I was like, if he's right on the Google stuff, he must be right on this. And yeah, I mean, ended up being true, bro. So
I backed up everything. I remember with the Google stuff. I even told AJ, I was like, dude, if it doesn't work, I will give you your money back.
Yeah,
I was like, I will pay you out of my own pocket, dude.
I was like, this is free advertising right here if it don't work.
Yeah, dude. I was like, shit. So I know what we can do, man. When I stick by something, I know that it's gonna work. I'm not gonna tell somebody. Obviously, people have to do their part,
Yeah.
And I think your team as well has done a great job at, staying on top of the calls, communicating with the people. So it's been not just a one-sided thing when it comes to the Google stuff.
Right.
And it's also not been just a one-sided thing with us and the insurance part, right? Because I mean, you guys have to do the exams, you guys have to put the money in there, you have to do the CPA has to do the tax stuff. Yeah. So it all takes having a good team, and I'm just trying to add value to whatever people have or don't have.
Yeah.
So But man, I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us today, bro.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
gonna come in really handy for people to see, and that way they know that we can help them out there.
definitely. I got you, man. Appreciate
Awesome,
it.
man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate
Thank you. I'll connect with you again later. You have a great day.
All right, my man. You too. Yeah.
Bye, man. Bye.
All right.